Welcome to Design Recipes, everyone. I'm Cathy Hobbs. Today we are all dressed up and ready to stage in one of Manhattan's most fashionable neighborhoods. Our apartment is spacious and gorgeous, but it's empty. So let's head inside and glam it up. In order to make this space shine, mirrors and art will be an essential part of the design recipe, which means we'll have to enlist our exclusive movers to help. Larry, as usual, everything's going so well. This apartment is all about the glam. We're using lots of mirrors, lots of artwork. And when it comes to mirrors and artwork, you're an expert. What are some of your top tips?
First thing, assessment. Not all mirrors and artwork need to be treated the same. Once you do the assessment, you figure out now how it's going to be packed. You could regularly pack it with bubble, or you may need a wood crate. It all depends if it's an antique piece or large mirror protruding pieces or anything like that.
Exactly.
Last but most important is handling, and this is where experience comes in. Experienced mover, art mover who knows how to handle this stuff, no problem.
When it comes to some of those larger pieces or pieces that you may need to create, that's when we get into some of the pieces that are really expensive. Talk a little bit about what that involves.
Well, usually it entails a wood crate. Getting a specially designed crate to move that piece. Sometimes hanging that piece within the wood crate to prevent it from shock while it's being moved in the truck.
You don't want it to move at all?
No movement, okay. Exactly.
Well, Larry Patterson, Rainbow Movers, thank you as always.
Thank you.
This is our biggest rug in the whole space, and this is really going to anchor the living room. So what I want to do is spread the rug out this way. We have this huge sofa, which is kind of like my crowning achievement, my big moment in this living room. And we're going to put it here, right along kind of this area, and then we're going to face out, and we're going to have two big chairs over here. They're going to face this way so we can still see the view. Sounds good?
Yes, sounds good.
All right, so let's do it. This residence has a lot of built-ins, and they can't be ignored. So I'm incorporating one of my favorite design recipes tips called shelf dressing, in which we stage and style the shelves. I'm super excited about this master bedroom. It's really spacious and has lots of light. So my design plan is to use a glamorous design palette of black and white. When in doubt, this color combination is always timeless. Given the style of the residence and where we are, I think we should glam it up. And there's no better way to glam it up than using mirrors. So I'm planning on making a bold statement right here in the foyer using lots of mirrors. You'll have to wait to see what I have planned. Now that our staging is complete, let's take a look at the before and after. This is the living room of the residence and one of the first spaces that you see. So I really wanted it to feel luxurious. I decided to use indigo blue, which is a really hot color right now, and also really luxurious to really be the foundation of this space. One of the key elements, this massive piece of artwork, which I think really works. I also also used a technique that I love with color called color mapping, which I mapped an unexpected color. In this case, I decided to use the color orange, beginning it in the pillow and then mapping it to a coffee table book and then repeating it again in a floral arrangement. The entry foyer is key, providing the first impression for potential buyers. I decided to add a glam element using 9 round mirrors above a vintage-inspired console. One of the most successful design elements in this residence, I believe, involves dressing the shelves. We had so many shelves, and we needed to make them look purposeful and interesting. And so what we did here is we added all of these beautiful books, all in black, all in one color with gold trim, and then we added black accents. A design recipes tip is if you're looking for an interesting way to use a decorative element, try using all of the same color. The winter garden could have easily been a forgotten or confusing space for potential buyers. I felt it was essential to give this area function. What a fabulous space to unwind. So here we are in the dining room, and this is where I really wanted to shine, making sure that we incorporated elements that really lend themselves to gracious entertaining, which is one of the reasons why I chose this long, extendable table. A design recipes tip: if you want to choose a piece of furniture that's really versatile, purchase a dining table that extends. This is the master bedroom, and actually one of my most favorite bedrooms that we've ever done on Design Recipes. I decided to use a classic color palette of black and white and then really glam it up using some faux fur as well as velvet. This is a velvet headboard with nail heads, which is really a classic element. And then I decided to use something a bit unexpected, inspired by the ocean, like these 4 seaweed-inspired prints. And then we have these gorgeous, tall, oversized lamps that are actually seashells. In the second bedroom, I chose to go bold and bright, using a neutral color palette as the foundation and then adding a bright, bold burst of hot pink in the form of accessories. Our property is finished and all glammed up, as well as successfully staged for the sale. My job is done, so given that we're just a few blocks from Fifth Avenue, maybe I'll take in some shopping.